Hello friends, I'm George, the Nice-Medic Gentleman. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode of my challenge called 300 different scents in 300 days. Basically what I'm trying to do here is wear 300 different scents as my scent of the day in 300 consecutive days and then share with you my experience. I'm doing that in order to celebrate the first birthday of my channel, and I'm also doing this in a sort of like a way to revisit a lot of the fragrances that I've already reviewed in order to check how I feel about them, months and years later. And so before I talk about the two fragrances featured in this video, if you're enjoying my videos, guys, if you're enjoying my content, hit the subscribe button because that helps me a lot. It helps the growth of my channel and it also helps me bring more content to you. This is going to be another sort of a double header type of episode. Yesterday was again quite a busy day. I was able to do one video and to upload it, but I just couldn't find enough time to make a second video. So today I'm going to tell you about my scent of the day yesterday and today as well. Yesterday I went with a fragrance from the house of Armaf called Marjan Red. Now I've done a review of this fragrance a few months ago. This is one of the lesser known Armaf fragrances, and a lot of people are mistakenly thinking about this fragrance as being a feminine scent, probably, and it's marketed like that on a lot of places, and my guess will be that's because probably because of the the color of the bottle. Now this is the Marjan line. There's another, at least one more entry in this Marjan line. It's I think Marjan Silver Coat. That one is a clone of Bleu de Chanel as far as I know. I've never tried it. And this one, as I said again, this is in some places marketed as a feminine scent, but I think it's a pure masculine scent, and I'll tell you why. Now this is an interesting scent. This is also one other sort of episode where Armaf have taken a few different DNAs, combined them together into one fragrance and come up with an interesting end result. This, to my nose, is very close to, in the opening, to the YSL's L'Homme line, and then on the dry down it's quite close to La Nuit de l'Homme. Not quite, but close to La Nuit de l'Homme. You get that warm, sweet, fruity opening of L'Homme, and then on the dry down you get some spices, you get some lavender. That's very reminiscent of the La Nuit de l'Homme line. It's an interesting fragrance, as I said, one of the lesser known Armaf fragrances, but if you like the original L'Homme and La Nuit de l'Homme DNAs, I think definitely Marjan Red is a fragrance that deserves some attention. It's appropriate for a little bit colder weather like the autumn season right now, the fall season right now. Performance here is okay, a little bit above average. I get about 7 hours of performance out of this fragrance with sort of a moderate projection for the first about 1 hour. So for day 9 of this challenge, I went with Armaf Marjan Red. And for day 10 of this challenge, which is today, I wanted to go with something that's a personal favorite of mine, something classy, warm, gentlemanly. And the scent of the day for today is Valentino Uomo, the original Valentino Uomo. This, of course, is an EDT concentration fragrance, and I absolutely love this scent and the whole DNA of this fragrance. It's, as I said, very classy, very warm, very gentlemanly. The opening here is slightly fresh because of a bergamot note, and then the dry down is all about the mix of a chestnut note, a dark coffee, a dark chocolate note, a little bit of a coffee note, some leather, a touch of leather, a bit of cedar wood, and of course iris. Now this is a fragrance that is done in a very similar way to its flanker Valentino Uomo Intense, to fragrances like the Dior Homme Original, Dior Homme Intense, even remotely close to something like a Dior Homme Parfum. The iris note in here, I absolutely love it, but it's done, as I said, slightly different. It's not very powdery, it's more like a sweet iris because of that mix with coffee and dark chocolate in here. I love everything about this fragrance. I love the whole presentation. I love the bottle design. I love the juice color. And I absolutely love the scent profile. Performance here is good. Somewhere between 7.5 to 8 hours of performance with an interesting projection. This is not a very loud fragrance, but it projects for quite some time. I get about 1.5 to 2 hours of a moderate projection. All in all, this is a fantastic scent, one of my personal favorite fragrances, and probably my most favorite scent DNA with the iris note in here. So if you're looking for something warm, slightly sweet, classy, very gentlemanly for the colder months of the year, and you have never checked out Valentino Uomo, definitely check this fragrance out. So this video was all about episodes 9 and 10 of my fragrance challenge called 300 different scents in 300 days. I hope that you found this video interesting, and I also hope that you're going to join me tomorrow for another fragrance video. And until then, bye bye.